What if I told you that your YouTube channel could be the most powerful tool to growing your business? In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you my 5-step YouTube funnel process to get those viewers into paying clients. Oh, and don't forget to stick around until the end because I will be sharing with you a huge mistake that content creators are making right now. Okay, so step 1 of your funnel process is to create the right kind of content for your audience. This means videos that are solving their problems. So you have your niche. By the way, if you are really unsure of your niche, download my free YouTube guide in the description because in there I have a section to help you nail your niche. So make sure you go and grab that if you don't know it. But once you have your niche, you want to know what problems do they have? What do they need solving? And then make your content about that. Answer their questions. Show them that you are the go-to person to help them with their problems. For example, say you have a membership that helps people with self-care. Your videos could focus on topics like how to stick to a yoga routine or 5-minute self-care practice. Anything that's related to your course idea or your membership or whatever it is you are selling is going to be great for moving people down into that funnel. So the people who want to watch these kind of videos are more likely going to move down and buy from you in the end. Another example of this is, say you're a pregnancy yoga teacher, you could have videos that are 5 poses to avoid whilst you're pregnant, or can I do yoga while I'm pregnant, and answer that question. Or I know one that comes up a lot for me is, can I lay on my belly when I'm pregnant? Do videos that relate to this topic because these kind of people are going to be really interested in all of your other content and in your offers in the end. If you are unsure on what kind of videos to make, drop your niche down in the comments and let me figure this out with you. Okay, so step number 2, right? You've got those people now that have found your content because you're answering their questions. Step number 2 is offering a free resource. So a freebie that people can sign up to. So as an example, I've already mentioned my YouTube guide if you're struggling with your niche. So you need to have something that's relatable to your content. So one thing you want to bear in mind here is people will only download stuff that they can't normally just get for free anywhere. So you wouldn't, if you're doing yoga classes, for an example, you wouldn't say download this free yoga class because they're already getting free yoga classes on YouTube, right? So you want a little bit more information. So as an example for the pregnancy yoga, you could have maybe like a free little ebook where you write out quite a bit of information for them and some main poses that they should be doing every single day. If you described that in a way that sounds enticing, like, don't forget to download my free pregnancy guide down below where I will give you the 5 main poses that you should be doing every day and what to avoid during your pregnancy so that you can have the healthiest, happiest pregnancy ever. Do you see how that sounds a lot more enticing than download my free ebook or download this 5 pose pregnancy thing? You need something that sounds a little bit more enticing so that people really want to click on it and find out what it is. If you're struggling on ideas with that, download my free YouTube guide anyway and you can get an idea for your own freebie. So step number 3, now that they are on your email system, is to nurture them, is to give them more information, get them to know, like, and trust you. So don't just leave them hanging. Send emails at least once a week and make these emails really helpful to them. So you're not just selling them your course every week. You're not saying, join my course. You are giving them helpful information every single week with tips and advice to help them solve the problems that they're having. At the end of the day, that is why people buy a course, right? To solve a problem. So make sure that you are warming them up for that course by solving a little bit of the problem and making sure that you're not giving everything away because you do want to move them down into that funnel. And this isn't just so that we can be greedy and be rich, but we deserve to get paid for the work that we do. So the goal here is to keep them engaged. Keep them opening those emails. Keep them really wanting your next email because they know that they're going to get loads of value from it. Over time, this will build so much trust that when you do offer something, they're more than likely going to buy. And step 4 is to introduce your paid offer. So now that they have found you on YouTube, they've joined your email list, you've been nurturing them, now is the time to sell. And the great thing here is that if you are giving away really great content, people are going to be so intrigued by what your paid offerings are going to involve that they're more than likely going to join you anyway. They've been getting all of this value. They already know you. You probably feel like a friend to them if they've been watching you that often, that when they then join your programs, especially if it's live Q&As or they get some interaction with you, they are going to really appreciate that. They're already going to feel like they know you. So you just need to make it really clear on why this program can help them and what they are getting from it. So we've spoke a lot about their pain points and their frustrations. So now you want to switch that and focus on what is their transformation? What is it that they actually want? And how can that course get them there? Okay, so you have their pain point, which is your YouTube videos. They're clicking on them because you're solving their problem. But how can you really solve it? How can you make sure that these questions never come up again? That is where your course comes in. All you need to do is make sure that you explain why they need it right now and why they shouldn't wait. I'd love to know if this content is resonating with you. Hit that like button and let me know. And step number 5 is creating binge-worthy content so that your videos flow into each other. So when somebody watches one video, they want to watch the next and the next and the next, and they want to get all of this information. Think about any YouTubers that you've watched that you've done this with. Go back to their channel. What are their titles? Do they relate to one another? Because I bet that they do. So as an example, again, you could create a playlist on how to build a yoga habit. And then in this playlist, maybe you explain, have a talking video, how to create a yoga habit. Then you have a quick yoga practice that you can do daily to build that habit. And then maybe why having a yoga habit is so good and beneficial for your life. More than likely, somebody who is interested in that first video is more than likely going to watch the rest of the videos as well, right? This is going to build up your watch hours. It's going to make that student keep coming back. And every time they watch your video, if you are mentioning your freebie, even if they didn't download it the first time, they might download it the second time or the third time. Getting them to hear it more is going to get them a little bit more intrigued, and it's going to make them more than likely to click on it, which again is getting more people into that top of that funnel, moving them down and down and down. Because the more times people watch you, the more they are going to know that you are valuable, know that you can help them, and you're sliding them down that funnel. So before we wrap up this video, here's the biggest mistakes that I see YouTube creators make. They don't align their offers with their YouTube channels. Make sure that everything is interlinked. Don't be posting power yoga and how to use weights if your freebie is about prenatal yoga and your course is about yin yoga. They're completely different things. Make sure that they are all related to each other. And another example of this is there are people who will just want free, quick YouTube classes. And then if you are trying to sell them a membership with long classes in, they're not going to join because that isn't related to the quick, free yoga classes. Okay, so there's a mismatch there. So getting specific in a niche is really what's going to help you build your audience. So you might see some bigger YouTubers out there, especially yoga teachers, that are posting 45-minute power yoga and then an hour's yin yoga and then a quick 10-minute morning yoga. So then what's normally going to happen is when they create a specific offer, it's not going to relate to half of those people. Because people who are into yin aren't necessarily into power yoga and vice versa. So your offer is going to have to relate to that if you want it to sell. Okay, so there's different ways to build up a YouTube channel just to build a YouTube channel, and there's ways to build a YouTube channel to actually grow your business and make some money. So make sure that your stuff aligns. Let me know now in the comments, do you think your stuff aligns or do you think you need to go a little bit more niche? And if you are ready to set up this funnel, don't forget to download my free guide in the comments, or if you're more committed, grab the course because that is going to go way more into depth and to really help you grow your YouTube business. So let's get people moving down that funnel.